Hi everyone, I'm Josh, and this is Josh Wright Piano TV. Happy New Year to each of you. I wanted to record this video today and give you 3 tips on increasing speed, lightness, and looseness. This will help a lot with clarity and will help a lot to ease the tension in your playing. If you'd like more tips on this, I have posted a video with 6 tips on increasing speed on my VIP Masterclass series. So if you'd like to check that out, click on the link below. The first tip, I'm going to demonstrate with a couple of pieces that I helped my students with this past semester at the University of Utah. They were both struggling with speed, 2 of these girls that I teach. One of them was playing the Opus 10 number 4. Just getting that looser, and then the other one was playing the Opus 25 number 2 F minor. And just we're going to go over a few things to help you just get that looseness and that lightness in your playing. The first tip is and by the way, I've posted a lot of these on my YouTube channel before, but I wanted to condense these into a single video of like speed, lightness, looseness, because sometimes all the time, information is only as useful as where you know to apply it. So if you want this help, the first thing that I like to do is a finger shaking exercise. If you want to check out my video called Free Hands Part 2 is where I originally posted this. Okay, so what you do, let's just demonstrate with this etude first. I'm not going to play the first quarter note, so, or the 8th note, whatever it is. All I'm doing is I'm shaking out the tension. The whole purpose of what we're doing today is to try to release all tension as soon as you feel that hammer hit the string, okay? Because you can actually feel that. There's a point where you feel it hit and then you hear it hit as well. So, and all I'm doing, the reason I'm shaking my hand, it's giving me a physical thing to focus on to make sure that I'm not holding tension in other parts of my hand. A lot of times I see people flexing or kind of tensing up their pinky and 4th finger when they're playing their 3rd finger. Or if they're playing their thumb, maybe they'll tense everything. So you're just shaking this for that positive feedback. And you can do all of this in kind of a mezzo forte or even a forte. No faster than I'm going right now. This is top tempo. And you could really go this tempo. Okay? And so forth. That's tip number 1. And by the way, these go in a logical progression. The second tip that I want to go over is something called the press release exercise. I made this one up after I had done a lesson with my Utah teacher, Susan Duhlmeyer. She's so brilliant. And I kind of took her ideas and condensed them into an exercise. So what I do here is I'm actually going to do something bad so that I can fix it and do it good and bring a consciousness to the good thing that I'm doing. Sometimes going to the opposite extreme helps you actually discover the good extreme. Okay, so the thing that I want you to do, we'll take that same passage. Actually, let's go on to a different etude. Let's go to this etude. I'm going to go from, I'm going to do that little part, okay? And by the way, you only want to do these for like 1 or 2 bars at a time, because they're not effective going through the whole piece unless you already have the piece really good and you just want kind of a reset button. But most of the time, it's students trying to push up to new tempos that need to apply these. Okay, the next one, press release exercise. What it is I'm going to press and keep pressing, and then I'll release. And we'll do like 1 second on, 1 second off to start, okay? And this number 2, this exercise, the second exercise, has 3 steps within it, 3 different varying levels of speed, okay, with how quickly you release. So you're going to press, release, press, release, press, release, press, release, press, release. Say it out loud. Do not be lazy. Press, release, press, release, press, release. And by the way, you're seeing my hand kind of come up. I'm doing that as a physical demonstration so you guys can see what I'm doing. Really, you don't need much extra movement at all. Like, so press, release, press, release, press, release, press, release, press, release. Okay? Then I want you to go faster. Press, release, press, release, press, release. And when I say faster, your overall tempo isn't faster, it's how quickly you release. Press, release, 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 press, release. You're going to start to feel this phenomenon happening in your hand, like, oh my gosh, as soon as I play, I relax. Okay, and the last one is release immediately. So release, 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 release. It's almost like you're releasing before the key is even played. Of course, that's not true, but that's the mental process that I want you to go through. You actually have to push down in order for the key to be played, but I only want you to think of the releases. So release, 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 release. And you're gonna feel a lightness that you've never felt before. At least I did when I first learned this. It's almost like your fingers are just flopping into the keys, but you still have all the good structure. The final one is kind of a weird exercise that I learned from Sergei Babayan, and I felt like a complete idiot when I first did this for him, because he's like, no, you're not doing it right, and I just could not understand what he was saying to do until he kind of clarified a few things, and then I was like, oh, I totally get that. He said, I want you to think of your fingers being like little military men marching. So like up, down, up, down, up, down. And he said, and you come down pianissimo on the fingertips. So you lift and then come down, but striking the key so soft. The part that he didn't clarify until I asked him was that you don't want to prepare. So you don't want to go up, down, up. You don't want to prepare. It's all one swift motion. Up, down. Up, down, up, down. And this is so critical to understanding why we're doing this exercise. The whole purpose, again, is to relax the hand as soon as you feel that hammer hit. Okay, so up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. What this does is it gets your fingers, first of all, relaxing immediately, but it also helps them develop a light touch. Sometimes I'll double strike just because my finger's so dang loose. And that exercise, that's about as fast as you want to go. And I would do it hands alone first, and then I'd put it together. What you're going to feel is this complete release of tension, and you can start to increase the tempo. I saw my students, once I taught them these 3 exercises, I did it with one and it worked so well. The next week I was like, okay, we're doing exactly what I taught my other student. And they increased dramatically their speeds while maintaining just as clean of a performance. Speed only matters if you can do it cleanly. One thing that Susan taught me when I was younger is she said one of the illusions of piano is that if you play something extremely clean, it can actually sound a bit faster than if you played something slightly faster and it was sloppy. So keep that in mind as well. So again, VIP has some more tips if you want to check that series out. Just click on the link below. You can also check out my Pro Practice Technique series, which has 13 videos with 13 different practice methods for increasing speed, accuracy, looseness, all those types of things. It's kind of a complete technique course that I've put together, going through all of your scales, arpeggios, triads, and 7th chords in all the inversions of the chords as well, but in a condensed package to where you could apply those to any other passage that has these fast runs or chordal passages. So I hope this is helpful. If any of you have any questions, my email is josh@joshwrightpiano.com. Truly appreciate your support. Happy to kick off this new year with this fun video. I hope it's helpful. Have a great week. Good luck in your practice sessions. Hey everyone, one thing I forgot to mention is if you would like to join my email list, just click on the link in the description below. I generally send out 1 email per month, and it just includes announcements about upcoming concerts, albums, other projects I'm working on, and any discount codes for any of the Pro Practice videos, or albums or anything else that's on my website. So if you'd like to join, just click on the link in the description below. Thanks so much.